okay? Except for this time, when I throw him in that direction, he's got his foot in an area where I can grab it, okay? So I'm doing the exact same thing, pulling my knees to my chest, throwing him over, right? And he's got his foot right here where I can grab it. So I'm coming underneath it, and I'm pulling it underneath me, okay? So this is what we call a waiter sweep. All right, so once I got the waiter sweep, I want to get this foot as close to my face as possible. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's kind of gross.
I'm sorry.
There's no torque on the knee.
There's not really torque on the knee. But I also don't want my feet open here because he can stop and reach back there and do a foot attack on me. So I need to make sure that my feet stay closed. All right. So the basic waiter sweep, guys, right? If I can get a grip, fantastic, right? But a lot of times he's not going to let me have that type of grip. That's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rock my feet this way, and then I'm going to take him that direction, okay? So first I'm going to drive him forward, but if I just drive him forward, he can put his hands down and stop me, okay? So it's more like this way, that way. And I go right into my over-under position, okay? So if you guys know over-under passing, you land right in that position. Now, since I'm here and in my over-under pass, he can't close his half guard. I'm just going to step out and start my pass from right there. Because when you're in that waiter sweep position, you have his leg here, you have his other leg here. So when he lands in a split, right? So it's very difficult for him to put his legs back together. So it's easy to just back step right out of it as soon as you do this, okay? So think about back stepping as soon as you do waiter sweeps. All right, so we're here. Right? I rock him, he puts his foot down, right? And when he puts his foot down, I'm going to reach up there and grab it. He put his foot down for stability, thinking it was going to keep him from getting swept. Okay, so I pull this thing all the way up as close as I can to my face. I'm going to keep my feet crossed so that they're protected. I'm going to drive my knees away from me and then backwards. Okay, so it's this way, that way, and then step right out of that half guard before he locks it up. Don't just sit there with it. All right?
You don't care if he tries to put a post down back there when you sleep?
He can't stop him at that point. Yeah. Okay. So we're flattened out. We're doing the exact same thing. Hands going underneath the leg. I'm grabbing the back of the jacket here. I'm going to rock him. I'm going to pull my knees to my chest. I'm going to rock him in that direction. He puts his foot down on there as I start to put my knee in. I feel that foot. I go, okay, I'll take that instead. All right. So I'm going to lock up my feet right here. All right. Now I'm going to drive him that way and then backwards. Okay, so that way, so he starts to put his hand down. Then we're going this way. Stepping out. And start passing.
You can't just put him right.
He puts his hands down. Okay, and it's very difficult to get him rocking that way without pushing your feet first. Okay, so it's a lot easier. You're going to find if I drive my feet forward, it's easier to throw him backwards once I get his momentum going with me. Everybody got it?
Yep.
Let's do it on 3. One more time? Absolutely.
I thought we were done.
All right. Well, as you're right here, we're in the starting position. I underhook the leg. I get the exact same grip. I'm going to pull my knees to my chest. I'm going to rock him in that direction. Make him put his hands on the ground. I feel that foot go on the ground. I'm like, okay, I'll take that foot. I go underneath it, right? My hand comes all the way up here. I want to pull this up. My feet stay crossed. I'm going to drive my feet towards you, and then I'm going to roll him that way. Feet towards you, roll him that way. He's in that split position. I switch my hips, immediately back step out. I get my guard pass too. So I get my sweep and my guard pass all at the same time. All right, let's do it on 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going right back into the waiter sweep, guys, all right? This time he's gonna block the waiter sweep. All right, so it's gonna make an easy back take for us, okay? So when I go to sweep him, he's gonna put his hands down, he's gonna stop that waiter sweep, and then I'm gonna go ahead and shuck him over and take us back. All right, so we're here, and we're going into the waiter sweep again. All right, so the exact same thing. Now, guy on top, a couple key things I was watching you guys do when you're doing this.
What? What?
All I can see is the back of Sergio's head, so I know he can't see me.
Wait on you, sir.
Okay. I'm going back into this waiter sweep, okay? So when I go into this waiter sweep, the guy on top is gonna put his foot down to stop me from sweeping him, okay? So this doesn't work if he doesn't do that, all right? So when I come into my sweep, I pull my knees up, this happens. See that? Now look where my legs are, all right? You guys that are going down here, like, I can't get my hand under his ankle. It's because you dropped your legs down when you went to go sweep him. The only way this sweep works, guys, get off me for a second. all right, is me doing this movement and trying to drive my hips in opposite directions while my knees are to my chest. It makes me into a ball. Everybody remember a roly-poly when you were a kid, right? You touched them and they rolled into a ball. That's how they defended themselves. All right, Jesse does this all the time. He's like a roly-poly. You pull your knees to your chest and it's very difficult to get into those areas to attack you. Okay, so we're utilizing this as a sweeping method, all right? All right, so we're here. I'm pulling my knees to my chest and I'm throwing my legs in that direction. When I do that, he's gonna put his foot up to stop me. See how my knees are to my chest? I feel that leg and I get it underneath me. All right, this is where we're at, all right? So I'm gonna try to waiter sweep him. So I pull him in this direction. He's gonna, like, with everything he's got, he's gonna put both hands down over there, okay? So he's gonna kind of stop me. So I go to sweep him, he puts both hands down, I feel that. I'm gonna take that leg off the head and I'm gonna start switching out and I'm attacking the back. Okay, so all I'm doing is that leg that I have up on my head for the waiter sweep, I'm gonna chuck that leg over, right? We're gonna add a grip into this to make it even better. Okay, so we're here, we're flattened out. I've got here and I've got here. All right, I go sweep him. He puts his leg up, I go right here. Now I'm gonna reach up here and I'm gonna grab his gi. Okay, this is gonna help me, right? Whether I sweep him or whether I go into this, the back take, either one, this gi is gonna help me, okay? So I'm gonna reach up here, I'm gonna make a gi grip right here, all right? Everybody see that? I got this gi grip right here, all right? So I go to sweep him with everything, he puts his hands down, tries to stop me, right here. I'm gonna shuck that leg off, using that gi grip, pull around, throw one hook in, throw the second hook in. Okay? Yep. All right, one more time. Come underneath, I'm pulling him here, right? Knees come to my chest and I rock him the opposite direction. He puts his feet down, I come underneath. I'm in the waiter's feet position. I'm gonna grab that gi already, okay? My feet cross, and I'm gonna extend him. When I extend him, he puts his feet down. Shove, okay? Utilizing this grip, I'm gonna put my hand down, hip out, throw that first hook in, throw the second hook in, as I pull him backwards. Everybody got it? Yep. It's gonna give you a little bit more practice getting into the waiter sweep, and then you're gonna add that gi grip into it, and then he's gonna put both hands down to stop you, okay? So he's really gonna have to turn his body and put his hands on the mat to keep you from sweeping him, all right? And then that's when you're gonna go for the back take. Everybody got it? Yep. Let's do it on 3, 1, 2, 3.